guys, welcome on back to Avowed. Last time we went ahead and finished up everything in the Emerald Stair, and we were about to move on to Shatterborn. Whenever I realized we never found the memory in this area, so I looked it up, and it looked like it was back at the Ranger Outpost, which we had visited at the very beginning of this place. I guess it just either hadn't spawned, or I didn't make it all the way up here to the top. I mean, clearly there's a ton of weapons up here, so maybe I just didn't make it all the way up here. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and listen to this memory before we head out.
We have been here before. Do distant winds breathe soft across your skin too? Cold fog pools in a valley, dripping down from the hips of the mountains. The haze obscures a murder. They strike against each other. Sparks skitter along blades and light two faces in the dark. Now, our memory is a wound, reopened. It didn't have to die. Twin stars fall through night and collide beside the sea. Nekad and Enhekala, the arc of one bright light obliterates the other. You are Enhekala, a Tabaru Sinakis. You speak for the garden, and for us, the gardener. You have not seen Nekad for 10 years on the day you come to blows. Which memory of him is true? Things were good between you for a time. But who was Nekad to us in Hekala? Help us to remember. Nekad, your guide. He found you in a marketplace, the youngest child of a rowdy 7, and recognized our thumbprint on your brow. He took you to the other Tabaru Sinakis, though he was not one of them. He helped you find your soul's home. In Hekala, did you worship him? From him, you learned to be strong for others, even when you felt weak. He taught us too. What did Nekad learn from us? He was right to be afraid. There was a disaster. In a temper, we did something terrible. Many of our people died. It was why you built it. Naku Tedek. But in Hekala, what did we do? The rock slide took a village with it. We recall a shard of memory. We were battered, weightless. The earth gave way beneath our feet. We were left to fall alone. There was no time to scream. We looked with horror upon what we had done. How could you bear to speak to us? We twisted beneath the brand of your forgiveness. It burned us to know you never expected better. After the crisis passed, the people wailed in agony. Did the dead forever wander the nothing of the in-between? You proposed an easy road for their souls to travel on, Naku Tedek, where you returned the dying to the Adra, and their bodies to the soil. Hurt, compassion, healing. We should like that to be our way. Yet Nekad, your mentor, opposed Naku Tedek's construction with his every breath and word. How could he despise your mission? We do not remember why. Preserving the old ways was the hinge Nekad's life turned upon. Without his purpose, he would have been lost for how to live. Your mentor, Nakad, was a storykeeper, and our people's stories say that your souls are wild things. Your souls leave your bodies and run free across the land to enter death and return to life in their own time. So it has been, and so Nakad believed it should always be. Why did you betray him? Obligation. Debts owed to the other. Loyalty. This is what preoccupied you. We remember now. When he finally saw Naku Terek and understood what you had built, what did Nakad do? He cornered you in an alley. He shoved you into a wall. He begged to know why you stole true reincarnation from the people. His tears shone. He did not wait for you to answer. He pulled a knife from his belt. The torchlight flickered on the steel. He held it to your throat. What did you do, Enhekala, when your mentor threatened your life? We remember. Steel on steel. A spurt of blood. A sound of pain. You stood over him and wept. Could he have been right about you? One more thing, Enhekala. What did you feel as he died? You planted a tree near Naku Terek to remember him by. As it grew, we learned that we should not pass judgment, but observe. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
That increases our maximum essence, which is great. I don't think we get some cool sword from it this time, though. But at least that was that's the new godlike power from this area. So I think it's finally time to move on to Shatterscarp. Every time I come here, it's dark. I wish it wasn't. I could take them all out so fast.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers. And now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention why the Steel Garrote attacked my fucking home. Who cares what she believes? What right have the dead to judge the living? We were lucky this time. My people will be on high alert, but that doesn't mean we're safe. The Steel Garrote are hunting anyone who doesn't conform to their vision of the living lands. Our freedom is on the line.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn? That's good to hear. We'll find allies in Shatterscarp, if it's anything like I remember. Thirdborn's a rugged place that attracts rugged people. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back, changed. That's what I'm afraid of.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt. easier said than done. Especially when we're not entirely sure what we're looking for.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge. Yatsley is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsley can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try. This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada. Giada
Why does it
Castel.
look so bad when Giada talks?
If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes. We cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything? What? No. They must have confused me with someone else. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek. But I'll take it over nothing.
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me then? Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise.
Anything. Right. Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it. Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. I wanted to say, for all of its imperfections, Fiormis Iverno deserves a second chance. Thanks to you, it has one. I won't forget it. No need to question it anymore. They've made their intentions clear. Just to be safe, we should remain vigilant. Sleep in shifts. Look after each other. Rest while you can. Our enemies are organized, but so are we.
Sleep well. We've got a long road ahead.
We're finally in
Is
Thirdborn.
there death here?
Yeah,
Listen,
duh.
look here. Can you focus on my voice? Can you hear me clearly?
Okay, he's not talking to me.
Yes, I can hear you.
But these are all still Garrett, huh?
How many
They're
did
all
you
mad
lose?
here.
Too many. Not even counting the ones we had to put down because they turned into dream thralls. Another Adiran, Kutabao.
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a damn fine time to show up.
Dream Thralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting the dead.
Our dead, to be precise.
We lost soldiers too, protecting your people.
Yes, how heroic. Protecting Kith from Adiran dream thralls.
Unfortunately, yes. As far as we've been able to determine by our scouts.
In all their military might, your Adiran comrades decided to go wandering through the desert, despite my advice. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and Adirans alike.
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive to contain the Dream Thralls. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go back to Paradise where it's safe. I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't recognize the name.
Of course, that strange Orlan scholar. She came through not too long ago. Should be in town by now. Before you go, Envoy, Kith aren't too keen on Adirans at the moment. Rumor of what happened in Fjord is already starting to spread. Just watch your back, all right?
Good luck, Envoy. Gods protect you.
I don't recognize Rutaska, but I know Thirdborn. It used to be made of sterner stuff.
I wanted to quickly do a hard reset there to see if it might fix the awful graphical issues that were happening in cutscenes. We'll see. Sometimes that's able to fix it. Sometimes we just have to kind of deal with it.
Ah, welcome to the shit, Envoy. Sorry for the mess, but it can't be helped. Not when a fucking horde of Dream Thralls screams up the path. At least they're not coming out of the fucking rock like they did in the mines. Ugh. Dream Thrall spiders.
Nothing is spared this plague. Neither the land, nor the creatures who inhabit it.
Aye, a living nightmare. They swarmed just like that. These Dream Scourge people don't eat their kill. What kind of feet have you got? We're talking about a whole mine filled with them. Follow the path down. You'll see the elevator. It's broken now, but the mines are just on the cliff above.
I used to hear stories about cave-ins up there. Watch your step.
If you hit the Leviathan skull when you're up there, you've gone too far. You'll know it when you see it. If it please you, sounds like they need all the help they can get.
Normally, spiders
We got some time to swing by there. I think that's... Oh, well, maybe it's... we'll see. I don't know if it's on the way. We'll go ahead and track Thirdborn again, though. Getting there first is always... Seems like it's the best way. What was that other... Oh, Thomas Badge. Yeah, the next quest for Kai that he just gave us.
Please!
Help us! We need...
Darren! Please! We need help!
Our parents, they...
We were out finding food, but when we came back, they'd changed.
They attacked us, tried to rip us apart.
Did you say your parents changed? Oh no.
We locked them inside the house, but we don't know what to do.
You tell them Kai sent you. That should still carry some weight.
They're going to kill them!
Shh. It'll be okay, Tamamu. They're in our home by the cliff face.
No. Mother. Father.
Please. Try to make it fast. And let us know when it's over. We'll need to do the last rites.
Let us know when it's over.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. And it's also on this path. It seems like a lot of these, looks like it might be a somewhat linear area here. That's gonna be the homestead right there we gotta go to. Looks like the mines are gonna be right there as well, so we might as well knock that one out on the way.
Dream Thralls ahead.
Dream Thralls already, huh?
He disturbs us.
Not safe.
Stragglers from Eagle's Reach. They weren't ready for this.
Another glorious battle.
They weren't ready for this.
Our to believe it's been 6 years since I saw this
Already want to talk to me again, huh? Grab some of the new crafting material and might as well talk to him.
I don't leave Emerald Stair often enough. With everything going on, there's been no time to explore. Finally, I had a moment to myself, and look what happened. The Steel Garrote invaded the Living Lands. Sorry. I'm in a mood, if you couldn't tell. Only if you can stand the ramblings of a depressed bookworm. I used to think I had it all figured out. The Living Lands proved me wrong in so many ways. This entire island is the prison of a mad god. How is one Animancer supposed to compete with that? All we're missing is the juggling act. Maybe I'm being melodramatic, or maybe I'm not used to seeing things clearly. But what if Animancy has no future in the Living Lands? What if my entire career was a mistake? Did I? After what happened to my parents, I always thought the path chose me. You're a good listener as always, but I've taken enough of your time. I'll be fine, really. I'm not the first Animancer to question her life choices, and I won't be the last. You too.
Hey, this place was bad enough before the Dream Scourge. Now it's downright hazardous. I remember what it was like to be blindly optimistic. I envy you. This used to be a fertile land, with lakes, forests, all of that. Then everything suddenly changed several hundred years ago. Now it's blasted deserts and dried up seas. Anything that lives here is simply stubborn enough not to die.
That's the most apt description of Thirdborn I've ever heard.
Maybe you will, but what about poor Kai? Huh? What about him? Just keep your head and you'll be fine. Let me look out for the others. What do you need?
Still hasn't given me his quest line or training, which is weird because we just made it to a new area, so if we don't get in this area, I don't know when we will get it. But where is this on the map? Okay, so right back, we could have just crossed from the Dawn Shore. Okay, whatever though. Now let's go up into these mines now, because it's right here.
Desert of Dream Thralls. How long till they fix this godforsaken platform?
We
well,
took you in when the Dream Thralls swarmed.
Maybe not.
Get them to fix the damn...
It will be better for all of us if we fix the lift.
Yeah, I hear you. Especially because I can't actually do this quest without getting up there, and I don't know how to get up there. Can I climb? Nope. Can I go this way? Looks like there might be a little bit of pathing. Really? I feel like you can definitely brute force this. Come on. Nope, that's death. Oh, maybe not. Can't get up there either, huh? There've been a lot of places I wasn't supposed to get to that I've been to before. Well, but maybe not this one. Weird. Is there an electric box I can shoot? Is that... Nope. Well, that doesn't do anything. Interesting. Yeah, so I guess I'm not supposed to go there quite yet. If there is a way to get there. Yeah, it looks like it might be all the way up here and around. So, I'm gonna go to the main town before I come back and do that.
Shadows! Swarm! Devour! Hurry in the brush!
Okay, you can tell they're starting to be a little bit stronger now. Already. Dream Thrall boomers, huh?
I hate to
About
see
what I
what
would
the dream
expect.
scourge does to nature, much less people.
Can't imagine having to kill one of your own, even after they've turned.
That was a close one.
How do I get there? Wait. Do I just jump? Nope. Okay, well. Don't know if that was the way to go, but it was a way to go.
I see you! Infinity! I've done it better.
Well, that one was easy.
New leaves in the oasis. Why did you cut them down?
Except at all, this is bad. Where is this loot? Is it up top? Interesting. No, it doesn't look like it was up top either. I don't know where it could be. Easy way down. Let's go see what these guys wanted, because they were yelling at me a second ago. Are you guys mad? Wow. The Dream Scourge are like the main enemies here. And then the Freezers fire doesn't do much against these guys. Let's see, are we gonna start getting any materials?
That's one for us.
Yep. There's the white iron, or white steel. Where were those guys over here? Did you want something? No, but oh.
God, is the earth thin up here?
Hey, stay back. This is our rock. You want a vantage point? Find something else. You might not, but I don't know if you have the plague. Helak hasn't steered us wrong before. He said we'll be safe as long as we're here. So we're staying until the plague ends, or until Helak tells us to leave. You think? But you don't know, do you? Go away. For all I know, you're a new type of dream thrall come to lure us down. I wish Helak was here. The plague won't last long enough for that to happen. He said so. He's the one who's been keeping us safe. Helak said to wait here until he gets back. He went off to look at that rock formation near the burned settlement. Helak said there could be an even more defensible position, but he hasn't returned. Helak? No, I've seen him take down a Stelgar with his bare hands. He's gonna come back, and we're gonna stay here until he does.
Okay, so where's the burned settlement then? Because that did not give me a quest line. I really... I want to get that, Ooh. I want to buy that. I want to be able to get that treasure chest. Is that bad water? What's it gonna do? Okay, so no, it's just brown water. Unless... No. Okay, just brown water. I will just continue on this main path here. If we find a burned outpost. Ooh, level 4. Sure, we'll go test our weapons. If we find a burned outpost, we'll for the body. Wow. The dream for all have healers. But that is like, that's a unique enemy. This might be a bounty. Excuse how strong these guys are. Yep, that was a bounty. That's what I thought. But I don't think I'd go into a bounty for the main path before we even get down.
Feels wrong killing them. But what choice do we have?
We've got to put a stop to this
See.
envoy.
Emperor's Reach. Yeah, let me check everything that these guys have in case they give me a dismantleable weapon. Let's see what we got there. 2 weapons. The Emperor's Reach. Killing an enemy gives you attack damage and special attacks stun nearby Kith. Cool, but... Just break that down and get some loot. And then... I'll have to do the same with this giant silver. I'm not going to be using that anytime soon. Break down and use fines. This exceptional bow can also be broken down. Give some more materials for our weapons. We were able to take a bounty down with only like 1 health potion use, so it seems like these enemies... I mean, I have really good weapons at this point, but they might not be that tough. Let's see, I want to make sure I'm following the main path still. Yep. How far off? That's pretty far off the path. Hopefully there's a checkpoint nearby up here. There's definitely something up here, right? But I feel like this is all one. You know what? The town's right there. I kind of just want to see if this is a quick area right here. I can just go up, through, and around. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Yeah, 'cause that's already worth it. Oh. How do I damage this thing? To wait for it to attack. This is really annoying. Another one? Oh my god, okay.
I was worried for a second.
Yeah, it was a pretty annoying fight. It's a screaming secret if I've ever seen one.
I explored these caves years ago. I had no idea they went so deep.
Yeah, me neither. Trying to whale.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're being watched?
That's perfect.
That was part of something once.
Wow. I think that might be the fastest I've found one of those relics. Phobia is not gonna like that. Hello, who are you?
Did you see the 100 visions too? Were you also called by he who sees and isn't seen? I am speaking of Wow, the obscured, god of illusions and revelations, futures and falsehoods. They often talk in riddles, and those of us who are faithful to them spend a lot of time interpreting them. Does your god ever toy with you? Mine taunts their chosen with nonsense. This is one of my god's shrines. I think they called me here to tell me something, but I don't know what. Some say you can hear the gods whispering in these totems. I've tried. It hasn't worked. It's a wonder any of us are still sane, really, between our gods and this plague. And I'd be happy to give it to you, as long as you humor my request. Oh, that's perfect. Here comes my request. Tell me if you feel like you're in control still. That's all I want. Tell me if you possess autonomy and choice. Truly? I suppose as long as your purpose is aligned, it'll all be fine. Normally I wouldn't mind passing time, trading nonsense, but I've things to do here. So, take this and go. You'll be fine. Just try not to think too much of your place in the world.
That looks like a piece of the thing you were fiddling with.
Interesting. Okay, so it looks like I have to find all the eyes. Gross. But it looks like that was 2 totem pieces very fast. Time to finish our trek to to the town, to Thirdborn. I'm actually kind of glad that I went through there first thing, because there was no checkpoints, and it would have been a long trek to get all the way back here. I haven't seen a single checkpoint since
Look a story in the brush.
the beginning of this place. Speaking of,
Just like the good old days.
give me some of the Edamith's wort.
Wasps.
And a little bit more. Who's yelling at me? Or what? Where are you? It looks like there's a merchant right here. There's supposed to be a merchant right here. What? Okay, well, we're gonna just leave that, because, I can't find them. They might be up there, but it's not worth my time. There's a party camp. Glad I grabbed this crafting material real quick. Eliminate the dream
The city
throws.
is under attack. Let's not waste them away. Remain vigilant.
Looks like there's more here. There's a couple spots I gotta defend.
Good timing, stranger.
Thank the gods for the cavalry.
Great sand sea. Wow. Get rid of that sorcerer. Am I going over here? Someone's definitely blowing over here. I just don't know where. Everyone getting up on the last one. You got a guy. No, you don't. Oh, there we go.
If they didn't.
You're just going to pretend like nothing happened?
Yes, because of the Adiran. Thankfully.
All right, well, we made it to Thirdborn, successfully saved it from those dream thralls, so I think we'll go ahead and wrap up there. Next time, we'll go ahead and enter Thirdborn, grab all the side quests, and continue with the story. I'll see you then.